Hello and welcome to Up South for all the top news stories of the day from South India with me, T.S. Sudhir. Tragic news coming in from Bengaluru where 5 students have drowned in a quarry on the outskirts of the city. 8 second-year engineering students from the Siddheshwara College of Engineering had gone for a picnic on the outskirts of the city, and where they were actually trying to take a dip in a quarry which had water up to a depth of about 60 to 70 feet. 5 of them decided to go for a swim. Of the 5, one of the boys started drowning and the other 4 tried to save him. In the process, all five of them lost their life.
मैं होटल में ड्यूटी करता था। मेरा 12 बजे छुट्टी होता था। मैं 8 बजे निकलना पड़ा। होटल बंद करके गाड़ी लेके मैं निकल गया 9 बजे बीजापुर से। उसका दोस्त लोग जो था ना, वही फोन किया था, ऐसा ऐसा हमारा बेटा ऐसा हो गया करके। मैं गाड़ी में बैठ के सुबह 9 बजे इधर पहुंच गया।
There are 4 semester electronics branch, second year students. 2 are from Nepal, 3 students are from Bengaluru. Classes were going till 12:50. 12:50 to 1:20 it is a lunch time. Afternoon there it will be a labs. We don't know what they are doing or what they are doing. They went for outside some temple was inauguration from 3 days. For the temple they had lunch, and after lunch they went to the quarry. After quarry its incident happened.
Now from Bengaluru is my colleague Pratibha Raman. Pratibha, a very tragic story coming there from Bengaluru. Now, were there warning signs put up there near the quarry to indicate that that place was not safe to go for a swim?
Well, today that particular place had at least about 5 signboards suggesting that that place is really very dangerous. But then what happens is these kind of quarries are old and abandoned and nobody really uses them. But then it is absolutely beautiful, so students get carried away. That place also has a history of many such incidents where people have drowned to their death, and these particular students just get carried away because they feel that they are aged enough to go there, just go for a picnic, take a dip into the water, and that is why they get carried away and head there. They just take a swim there. But then at the outset it looks very beautiful, and you wouldn't realize the depth of that water until you actually take a dive into that thing. It is at least about 80 feet, and you realize it only when you take that dive, and that's when the fear grips and people get drowned there easily. And that is what has happened to these kids as well. In fact, from the same college, at least about 5 years ago, 2 students drowned there.
Right. Right, Pratibha, this particular picnic was undertaken obviously without the permission of the college management, but obviously does the college management now plan to actually crack the whip to ensure that their students do not go and undertake such extremely risky excursions?
Well, in fact, 5 years ago when such an incident happened from the same college, the principal himself had taken several measures to warn every student. So every time they have these kind of sessions or during the holidays, they would warn all of these students not to venture into such kind of an activity. In fact, yesterday is when the exams got over, and these students after lunch is when they went ahead with their plan. And this wasn't really the principal wasn't really in the know of such things, and he wouldn't be really able to keep a tab on what the students do after college hours. But then this comes as a learning sign for the principal to make sure that even after college hours, he tries to ensure that he will keep an eye on every student there. Sudhi.
Right. A similar tragedy had happened in Himachal Pradesh last year, where 24 students of a Hyderabad engineering college had actually drowned in a river in Himachal Pradesh. That was a tragedy which actually shook a lot of people. Pratibha Raman, thanks a lot for joining us there from Bengaluru. Now, the Red Sanders smuggling case is getting more and more murky, with a Tollywood link now emerging to the entire racket of smuggling. The Andhra Pradesh police is tracing the money route used by Red Sanders smuggling, and one of the suspects is a person called Mastan Wali, who is a member of the YSR Congress party. He's also a part-time producer. He had produced a movie in 2013. The police believes that the bank account of his alleged live-in partner, a film actor called Neetu Agrawal, was used to transfer money relating to the smuggling. Neetu in fact played the lead in that movie in 2013, and she is now absconding. Meanwhile, Andhra Pradesh Forest Minister Bojala Gopalakrishnan has told Headlines today that there could be links between Naxals and Red Sanders smugglers as well. In fact, Reddy, who along with Chandrababu Naidu had survived the assassination attempt on his life in October 2003, believes that even that assassination attempt was sponsored by Red Sanders smugglers.
Suggestions that money from Red Sanders smugglers was used to fund that assassination attempt.
Yes, that is also there. Even
that's true.
That's true. How can I say it is true? But it was reported in this special investigation team during 2003 itself. One Mr. Naik was DIG at that point of time. He has reported a matter that is there. I think it will be there. I didn't see it, but you can see it and come to conclusion.
And the same thing could be happening now also? It could.
Yes. Why not? They are very powerful people. They have nexus with Naxalites. They have nexus. All these people, they are nothing short of Naxalism or extremism or smuggling and smugglers. Everybody is on the same footing.
Now from coastal Karnataka, where a predator has made the scuba diving experience a horrible experience for many women who actually want to undertake that experience off the coast in Bengaluru. He's a predator, but he's still out on bail.
A horror beyond imagination for an IT professional who had gone for scuba diving at Shirur Beach in Bengaluru in January. Her holiday turned into a nightmare when she was molested underwater by her instructor. The unforeseen attack has shocked people, and a recollection of the incident in a blog takes the readers through the hapless 40 minutes when the instructor pounced on her like a sea monster. She writes in her blog, "My instructor had breathing equipment in his hands, but as we swam across the corals, the fish at the very bottom of the Arabian Sea, his hands were no longer on my diving equipment. For the next 40 minutes, he took complete advantage of my silence and my helplessness." Shockingly, a similar molestation case was filed by another woman against the same instructor, Dhirendra Rawat.
There are two complaints against the same person, one by the blogger whose blog it has become so it has gone viral now, and the second is by a doctor from Punjab. So in both the cases we have arrested, the charge sheet is done, and both are in the court of law, and the trial is happening.
Though Rawat is now out on bail, the police has banned him from training in Udupi district. His company of scuba diving has also been sealed. With Pratibha Raman and Rohini Swami, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Joining me now from Bengaluru is Pramila Nasargi, advocate and human rights activist. Ms. Nasargi, obviously this story indicates that there is really no safe place for women even underwater.
Shocking. We thought that the air and the space and the train were safe. Nothing is safe in this country for women, whether it is underwater or outside the space. That is my personal feeling.
Ma'am, he faces 3 molestation charges, but he is out on bail. Now, who takes the guarantee that he will display good conduct while he is out on bail?
That's the reason why they made it very short. The punishment is very inadequate. For the persons who molest, they get out of the bail, and even our courts are very liberal while granting bail to our men. Look at this particular case, 3 incidents. In all the 3 cases, they are out and they are on bail. And the women who have suffered, they are suffering, and their suffering continues.
What would you suggest is the way forward to fight something like this, a predator underwater who faces serious molestation charges?
No, we have to amend the law. Whether it's a molesting or any other offense, the punishment must be made severe. And unless it is done like Dubai and other places, it will not come. Law of Hammurabi is the only remedy for our women. Unless that law is implemented in our country and the law is amended, there is no salvation for our women.
Right, Pramila Nasargi, thanks a lot for joining us on that story from Bengaluru. Now, 2 days back, we had reported on Facebook pages that are promoting pedophilia. But taking the Facebook pages down after a complaint was filed with the Kerala Police Cyber Cell has not really helped matters, because more and more such Facebook pages seem to be cropping up. The latest one, which has also been reported to the Kerala Cyber Crime Cell, misuses photographs of child actors in the South Indian film industry with filthy and sexually explicit comments on the photographs. What's worse, the Facebook page has over 300 members. One of the child actors whose pictures have been misused is popular Malayalam, Tamil and Telugu child actor Esther Anil, whose pictures we are showing right now on the screen. Let's connect with Anil Abraham, who is Esther Anil's father, who also administers her Facebook page. He joins me from Kochi. Mr. Anil Abraham, thanks a lot for joining us on Up South. Now, there is a Facebook page that has been reported to the Kerala Police Cybercrime Cell in Thiruvananthapuram that misuses your daughter Esther Anil's photographs, with comments also made which are in very bad taste. Are you aware of this Facebook page?
Yeah, I am aware of that Facebook pages, but what to do? There is a limit for complaining, and there is a limit for everything. You know, I am aware of that things.
Right, Mr. Abraham, you maintain and administer Esther Anil's Facebook page. Now, that also you were telling me that gets a lot of filthy and comments which are in bad taste. Now, how do you deal with something like that?
Actually, when the starting stage, when I started those pages, that time I was little bit of frustrated by watching all these things. Then I talked to many friends and many people that what to do regarding this. And then they said that this is the common thing. So what I am doing is I will block that person whenever I am seeing a bad comment.
Right, you told me that you have blocked over 200 people so far, but obviously that's not a permanent kind of a solution. Have you also complained or considered complaining to the Kerala Cyber Cell?
No, I never complained till now. I never complained the Cyber Cell, but I complained the Facebook Authority, and nowadays it's little bit reduced. I mean, now I am not getting as much I was getting in the previous time.
Anil Abraham, where are all these comments originating from? Are they all in Malayalam?
I think, you know, as an administrator, I can see who are all doing all those things. So most of the comments, I think 75 comments are coming from Bangladesh on that side.
Anil Abraham, 2 days back we had reported on the story of 2 such pages which also had pictures of all kinds of children with a lot of obscene and sexually explicit comments posted on those Facebook pages along with those photographs. On those photographs, obviously it means that it is not safe for a parent to post his or her child's photograph on Facebook. As someone who uses social media extensively for your daughter, would you say that it's safe for a parent to put their children's photographs there out on social media?
I think, see, as a celebrity, I think it's helping her career. Like many people who is related to advertisement, media and all, they are knowing the detail about her. Of course, it's okay. In that side, it's okay. Otherwise, I don't think, you know, I don't think that it is necessary to post on the Facebook page.
Anil, have you considered quitting Facebook as a result of the kind of language and the kind of comments that photographs, including of that of your daughter, have invited? Have you felt frustrated and angry as a result of that?
Of course, the starting time, you know, I was really frustrated with these things, and I thought of stopping Facebook page. But now what I'm thinking is, by using this Facebook page, I'm trying to do something different in that. I mean, giving advice to the people, or, you know, something like social commitment related things I am planning to do in that page.
Right, Anil Abraham, thanks a lot for joining us there from Kochi. Obviously, the Kerala Police Cyber Cell is finding it difficult to actually track down the people who are actually controlling and running those Facebook pages which are promoting online pedophilia and absolutely the worst form of child pornography. Thanks a lot for joining us. Welcome back. You're with Up South. Now, 28 years ago, Kamal Haasan and Mani Ratnam gave us a cult classic film, Nayakan. And now that Kamal Haasan's Uttama Villain is going to release next week, and Mani Ratnam's O Kadal Kanmani released last week, the question that arises is, will these two legends come together once again to give us yet another classic? Shisha Reddy sent us this report from Chennai.
A film like Nayakan is one of those films where things fall into place. You know, it's not that it happens every time, that every element just fell into place a little better, and therefore it came in. You know, it is not mine or his or somebody else. Everything together that came in at the right time.
Actors and stars are just a tool in a filmmaker's mind. We hate to be coerced into taking that star because it works. Just because you tell me that if you make a film with so-and-so, it might become a hit, why don't you try and make it now? If you tell that to me as a filmmaker, I would say, maybe I can live without it. I'd like to do my own film. Like people, we are also speaking volumes about it. We should shut up and make a film. I've told Mani this a lot of times. But Mr. Mani is busy doing what he likes best, and I'm doing what I like best. We just keep talking about it, but it's been quite a long discussion. I would say 26 years now.
However, fans want to see these legends coming together, a real treat not just for the Indian audience but globally as well.
In fact, you can watch a full interview with Kamal Haasan over the weekend that Shisha Reddy has done. You can catch that on Headlines Today. That's it then on Up South this Friday evening. News and updates will continue on Headlines Today.